So, Tom, our superintendent, Bellevue Community School District, Bellevue, Iowa, coming you with this week's Believe in the Blue update. A few notes from our board meeting from last week, or from, excuse me, on Monday. Just a few things. We had a resignation. Rita Roos, who's been our food service director and working in food service there for about 30 years, is retiring at the end of this year. Rita's done a great job. Just want to give out a special call for her. Done an excellent job. We'll be advertising for that in the future. A couple new hires here. We have Cole Pritchard helping out with middle school track that way as an assistant coach there, and Haley Bickford as another assistant softball coach. Based on some numbers there, we're going to have some pretty large numbers in softball. I wanted to increase that way. We had a public hearing for our budget. No one from the public was there. We did publish the budget. Was assuming a 2% allowable growth or a state supplemental aid. Actually ended up being 2.25%. We did approve the 2.0%. That will ultimately be shifted down to a 2.25%. And our tax rates will go down roughly a little less than 1 cent. As I've said in previous times, we have some of the lowest tax rates around. There's only one district with a lower tax rate. Just naming off some here. Ours is going to be roughly 12.29551, somewhere in that area. Other districts just going here 13.01, 13.42, 14.37, 14.94, 13.08. I think you get the picture. We are some of the lowest in the district. I'd be happy to share that with anyone who would like to see other districts' tax rates from previous years. It's also online. I can lead you through that as well. Just give me a call and I'll help you with that. A few things to remember with tax rates. Ultimately, the less money that the Iowa legislature gives to state supplemental aid, the more local property taxes that schools put on the local property owners to get the money that is needed based on per student allotment for their education. The more money that the Iowa legislature approves for schools, the less local property taxes that schools must levy on their community. The state does get some of these taxes as well when they get money from the same source ultimately. So just so you kind of recognize that way. Bellevue, like I said, it's had traditionally lower than average tax rates. Common curriculum, the FBLA was there. Cameron Ray, Rebecca Schrader, and Jacob Rentz were there sharing about FBLA. I might go through everyone that earned a trip to the national convention in Atlanta. That's Layla Sander, Andrew Peniston, Toby Giesman, Kyle Gunther together, Jordan Renner, Nikki Hawksmeyer, Jacob Rentz, Toby Giesman, and Kyle Gunther again, Jacob Till, Rebecca Schrader, Cameron Ray, Kate Bockenstadt, Mason Lyons, and Nikki Hawksmeyer. The one in addition, we had other people that placed very well as well. The people that are actually going to the national convention in Atlanta include Alex Ernst, Cameron Ray, Jordan Renner, Mason Lyons, Jacob, Rebecca Schrader's service, our public service announcement as well. Funding, the school board is going to fund the people to go there. It's around $6,000 for students to go there. They are doing fundraising. We'll make up a chunk of that as well. But just so everyone's aware, we want our students to have the confidence to perform, to qualify for nationals and do their best and be some of the top in the state or the top in the state as some of them were. We want that out of all of our activities. And if that means going on to the next level, that's even better. Finding the funds for something like this is a wonderful thing to be able to do, and the school board decided to do that. And obviously, the people are going to fundraise some on their own as well. So it's a very good thing. The school will pay for all the airfare and the lodging while they're down there that way. Students will take care of their meals and other things that they need down there that way. But it's a great opportunity for our students. The board also adopted the vision and mission, Believe in the Blue, and also our mission statement of we believe real world learning opportunities. Let me start over again. We believe real world learning opportunities build passionate and engaging experiences for student success in life. We believe that passion and that energy and that relevance to learning is the key for our students, and we will continue to push that way. We had a comment board reading and reflection after we watched the Believe in Bellevue video that was done. We had the comment board reading and reflection. That was on the benefits of athletics and fine arts and how that impacts attendance, participation, and how it is just good for students to be involved with something in school. The board is also going to talk about the superintendent evaluation, to set a date for that, just the end of the annual yearly evaluation. We'll set a date for that in May and do that sometime in June. Also talk about some legislative updates. Not a whole lot happening there. National School Board updates. We just, a few of the board members and myself got back from Boston at the National School Board Convention. We will review those learning points at the May meeting. Great Give Day is something we will be publicizing. That allows anyone on May 3rd to give money to the Bellevue schools. It's tax deductible, all those kind of things. I'll put something on Facebook about that. Talk about how professional development this summer and also throughout the school year on non-school year days can be taken from teacher quality funds that are given to these to every school district in the state of Iowa, every public school district in the state of Iowa, to use for teacher training. So that's a very positive thing for our teachers and ultimately for our students in our community. One of those days will be June 1. Another one, June 21st through 23rd, a group of teachers and myself will be attending the Professional Learning Communities Conference in Minneapolis. And June 21st and 22nd is the Keystone Premier Educational Event. That's throughout Iowa, hosted by Keystone AEA with a satellite office in Dubuque, but their main office is in Elkader. In addition to that, we have negotiations going on. We'll continue with those. And prom is April 30th, along with after prom. Prom will end at 10 o'clock. After prom will last till roughly 2 o'clock. Next board meeting is May 9th at 6:30 p.m. Something I wanted to share, I picked up a book here recently. It's called The Campfire to the Holodeck. It's looking at 21st century learning environments. And the one thing that this book talks about it's a combination when people learn, there's 4 different learning environments, talking about students specifically, but I think you can also think about this as an adult. There's the campfire version of learning or teaching and learning, where it's more of a lecture and storytelling. The second is the watering hole, where people get together and just talk and have fun and share ideas and collaborate and just learn that way. The third is the cave learning, where you maybe are by yourself and you're reflecting on things. And the fourth is life in general, the application to life. Many of these may twist around from spot to spot, but ultimately they do come down to the 4 different areas. So we have to have a balance between those 4 different areas and figure out what students need as well. But once again, the most important part of education from my perspective is the engagement of students in their learning and the application of their learning overall. Hope everyone's having a great week. It's wonderful weather outside. Looks like it's going to stay like this the rest of the week. Encourage you to get outside and enjoy it. We do have a middle school track meet here on Friday night at 4 o'clock. Encourage you to come out to that. I want to send out 2 congratulations here. One to Jacob Till, a sophomore, who had the outstanding musical performance at High School State Solo and Ensemble Contest. That is an honor. That is something wonderful to happen, and I just want to congratulate Jacob. We will have full results of the band and choir ratings on our website and also on next week's Believe in the Blue update. And finally, and the Virathon team finished 3rd overall in the state of Iowa recently, just missing out in that trip to Indiana. Finished 1 point behind 2nd place, which advances on, and that team consisted of Kate Bockenstadt, Bella Peniston, Andrew Peters, Andrew Meyer, and Andrew Segala. Excuse me, let's start over again. Kate Bockenstadt, Bella Peniston, Andrew Segala, Andrew Meyer, and Sam Peters. Congratulations to that group. We also had another group that finished 7th overall out of 15, and that group is all freshmen and sophomores. So great job by our students once again. As always, just performing outstanding, and I just want everyone to recognize that. If you ever have any questions, feel free to contact the schools. And like I have here behind me here, are we looking to create chefs or cooks? We want to create chefs where people are applying their information and building or cooking something great. Have a great one, everyone.